In this Recooty review, I'm going to show you everything you need to know about this software. If you have any questions, please be sure to comment them down below, and I'll also be sure to leave a discounted link down there so you can always get your money's worth for Recooty. Now, Recooty is a software that lets you post job listings on over 100 job boards in just a few clicks. It also lets you manage the entire hiring process as you go through this software. So overall, it's a software where you can go ahead and hire applicants, hire people who want to go ahead and join your organization as easy as it possibly can be. Very straightforward and easy to use, and I'm excited to go ahead and jump into this review. I'm going to go ahead and go through each feature, and then throughout the review I'm going to dive deep into each feature, showing what the Recooty software has to offer. So again, jumping straight into it, this is what you should land on once you've logged in. This is the dashboard page, and as we go onto the left hand side, it opens up this kind of navigation board where you can see, again, we're on the dashboard page. Below that we've got the job openings, which we'll go through, applications, which we'll go through, interviews, and reports, which we will also go through. There's also some account sections at the bottom if you want to go through them on your own time. So in the dashboard page, I'm going to go ahead and explain or show what this dashboard page has to offer. So right here we've got our job openings. Now this is obviously once you've created your job openings, you can see what's been published, internal, and unpublished if you've not maybe finished the job opening. To do that, we then got our total applications, new, shortlisted, interview, offered, hired, and talent pool. So this is kind of like a data section. Again, once you've actually put your job listing out there and candidates have started applying, you can see new candidates and candidates that have been shortlisted, candidates that are actually expected to have an interview, ones that have been offered the job, hired, and then just your talent pool if they have certain talents. Below that we've also got job performance statistics, upcoming interviews if you want to go ahead and make sure your interviews are pretty well scheduled, and then obviously set up your account if you've only just started. So there's a lot going on in this main dashboard page. I think it's really great how a lot of the data and analytics are actually right here, so you don't have to be jumping through all the analytics, and if you actually want to go ahead and kind of save yourself some time, which I personally really love, it's all right here. So the dashboard is really well thought out, really well integrated, and I think that it's really well created within the Recooty software. And again, make sure that you save yourself some time and resources and better optimized for your experience. So we're going to go ahead and jump straight into actually going ahead and creating a job listing now. So right here we can actually add a job opening, or if we go to job openings on the left hand side, we can go ahead and click post a new job straight away. So once you go ahead and click post a new job, it opens up this section where we can start creating our job for this software or for your candidates. So you've got your job title that you can fill in, job code, and then your job description, which is very important if you're going ahead and creating a job. You want to make sure that all your candidates are well informed when actually making your job. On this section, go ahead and take as much time as you possibly need to actually go ahead and make the best job for your candidates. But I'm going to go ahead and just show the features. So in the job title, this is where you go ahead and pretty much put in the title of the kind of application. So whether it's, let's say, a sales manager or just a manager in general, the job title is what you'd put in here. So we're actually going to go with sales manager, and let's say we're hiring a sales manager for our job. Now a really cool feature that I personally really love about the Recooty software is rather than just putting in random job titles, it actually kind of brings up kind of job titles itself within the software, which I think is a really cool feature. So now that we've put in sales manager, it's recognized that, and it's also popped up sales manager. So we can select that, and there you go. Once you select that, the job title of sales manager gets automatically filled out in your job description. So this software automatically fills in all of your job responsibilities, skills, and stuff like that, and you can go ahead and edit these in any way you like. And I can't really get over this feature. It's an incredible feature on what this does, because you can go ahead and save yourself a lot of time. Now again, granted, you want to go ahead and make it personalized, but now that you've got the main baseline skills down there depending on the job title, the Recooty software has saved you a ton of time and effort from going ahead and wasting writing in all of the baseline job responsibilities. That feature of putting in the job title and it automatically fills in the job description, I personally really love that, and I think it's an incredible feature that this software offers. Now as you can see, you can read through all these job responsibilities. There's a ton to read through. Same with the job skills, and if you want to go ahead and change some, you can just highlight it and actually just remove it like you do with normal text. Again, with normal text you can also highlight it and make it bold or italic. Again, just edit it like normal text as well. So once you are finished with your basic info, you can go ahead and click next down in the bottom right hand corner. Next, it moves you on to the kind of options section of this job creation area, where you can actually go ahead and add the location, the experience required for your job title, employment type, department, screening question template, and then the job industry. So these are just more intricate features, giving you kind of a more customizable area to go ahead and make sure you're pretty much optimizing or creating the best job for your candidates, or the best job listing for your candidates. So you give the location, if you want to go ahead and add a location, experience required, whether it's internship, entry level, executive, you can go ahead and choose through these. Employment type as well, you can go ahead from full-time to part-time, contract, internship, or even other. Let's go ahead and just put part-time. Department is the same thing. Screening, question template, you can do that as well. And same with your job industry. So let's go ahead and say we are in the apparel and fashion industry. So for the location, you can click add new for your location. And once you click that, it takes you to this section where you can add your company location for that job, or pretty much just for the whole software in general. So you then go ahead and put in all of your address details. Same with the department, and then once you're happy with all of that, you can click next and finally move on to the last step of your job listing. And finally, on the broadcast section, you can go ahead and publish the job to the following job boards. So this is just a section where you go ahead and choose where you want to broadcast your job to. So this is a really great section. I really like this because you can go ahead and then choose professional ones all the way at the bottom, like Indeed, Glassdoor, LinkedIn, and post your jobs there, or even just some lower end ones like Monster. Maybe not really lower end, but kind of less known ones, but you still get a ton and variety of different job boards to actually go ahead and post your job to. So this software kind of just gives you a nice free range road for you to go ahead and kind of put your job out there for candidates to start applying. And I think that's really great. I think it's an insane feature on how you can go ahead and post your jobs. Rather than doing it one by one and posting them the same job on each section, you can do it all at once with just one click, saving you a ton of time in under a matter of minutes. And I think that's an insane feature. So once you're happy with all of the job boards that you're posting to, you can go ahead and click finish. And we now have our sales manager job all ready to be posted. We've got the sales manager title. We've put that it's remote, entry level, part-time, apparel and fashion. We got the description right there. We can edit it, unpublish it, or even move to internal, and then also share it in the top right hand corner. So now we can actually see who's applying to this job at the bottom, who's been shortlisted, who's ready for an interview, who's been offered the job, who has been hired, and who has been rejected. You can see all of the analytics and data of that section. Next, moving on to your job applications, or the applications section, you can now see, or once people start applying to your job, you can then see who's actually applied to it at what point. So all of the data for that should be running through here on the application section, like the name, stage, date, opening title, and the actions you choose to actually do with that candidate. On the left hand side, you can go ahead and see some application features, which is a cool feature that I personally really like. Kind of just a little feature that just makes the optimization and kind of just the flow of the whole process really easy. If you have a lot of candidates coming in, you can go ahead and filter some out, which is a feature that I personally really love about this software. So you can filter out different stages, like whether they're new candidates, shortlisted, whether they've actually got an interview, and whether they've been offered the job, etc. You can also search by name, which is a cool feature as well in case you're looking for a certain person, filter by the openings, rating and skill experience in case you're looking for certain skills, which is a good feature. You can go ahead and just choose the ratings and skills right here, and then the application sources, so depending what they've actually applied through. So again, for your skills, you just go ahead and search up the skills, and then they should start appearing through here once someone has applied. And then last but not least, on the interview section, you can see the interviews that have been planned for candidates that have been offered an interview. So let's say they've applied. So they've applied on the job opening section and on the application section. You've listed them to have an interview and you've set up an interview date. It would then be listed here, which I think is a really great feature that the calendar is included in the software. So you're not coming away from the software, maybe writing it down, or even just putting it in another software that has a calendar. It's all right here again, saving you time and effort, so you're not lost. So you can go ahead and filter this out by the month, week, day, and just go ahead and scroll through these and pretty much see the interviews that has been set. So to go ahead and set an interview, if you go ahead and click new, and then you go ahead and add either your job opening, applicant, and interview. And finally, on the report section is where all of the data, statistics, analytics, whatever you want to call it, actually runs through this software. So we've got the candidate pipeline status, application sources, and then you can go ahead and view these. So ones that have been, again, listed for whether they're new, shortlisted, interview, etc. You can go ahead and filter that all out here throughout the data of this software. From different dates 2 different types of days, you can go ahead and apply that, and obviously it would then give you the data of those certain days. So overall, it's a really very intuitive software, kind of just calming the process of hiring people, making it a lot easier. And if we were to go back to job openings, we can see the one we've created. You can just click a new job opening if you need to, or just see the statistics of that one again. And there you go, that is it for the Recooty software review. Overall, I think this is an insane software for going ahead and hiring people and actually making applications and the whole process easier for applications in one software for candidates. A couple of features that I personally really like is again how easy it is to go ahead and create your application for candidates and how easy it is to go ahead and do the process of hiring them. Would I recommend this to anyone? Yes, I absolutely would. Anyone who's looking to hire people for businesses, jobs, etc., any form of hiring process, definitely one of the best softwares to go to. And finally, would I use it myself? Yes, I absolutely would. I would definitely use this software myself if I needed to hire anyone in the future. 10 out of 10 software, and I definitely would use it again. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.